We are live. There we go. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. We had a mixed bag on yesterday's close. Okay, so what I'm kind of focusing on this morning for the open at least is going to be Google for an extension to the upside after a good earnings. This is probably one of the most undervalued companies, honestly, from at least when it comes to the big tech, even after the jump up that we've seen. You just have to keep in mind that rallies like this can get sold off, but we'll keep it simple and we'll just see if we get a good extension higher here. And that would be because of all the legalities going on here, right? This company might get split up, which I would be excited about because I want to buy YouTube, and I don't really want to own the other parts of Google. The other thing that we got to keep an eye on is going to be AMD. We had a pretty big sell-off after earnings, and I just want to catch an extension of this to the downside. The big news this morning was SMCI. It's about to open up with a pretty vicious gap down as the auditor who was working with this company quit their job, saying that they do not want to work with this company and do not approve of the financial statements that they are about to put out. So that's really not a good sign. If you really like SMCI's tech and you think they have a future, this is an amazing price to buy this company. This is an incredibly cheap price. But before you rush into it, just be aware that they probably earned this valuation. Index is gapping slightly down. IWM as well. TLT gapping up a little bit. This should give lots of room to breathe for many companies. Let's go ahead and get all these notifications muted. We got the AMD set up. We got the AMD set up. 11.1. Right off the rip.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, right off the fucking pivot point, ripping.
Kind of,
Are we open? Oh yeah, we are open. There we go.
AMD opened underneath that.
The strat's been following strong off them.
It's kind of difficult
Last
to
3
get
days.
in here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take this. We gotta fill.
We filled last night, didn't we? Yeah, we
Yeah,
did.
I'm gonna fill there on AMD right there. We're already up huge on AMD. Look at that. I was patient off the rip. Let this play out. Touch the EMA. We're already up on AMD by 16% right there. And our bot is not working again. All right. That's so frustrating in the Discord. Let me type this out.
Why is nobody here? I guess it didn't really matter till 45 when we got the range set.
So looking at the daily candle, could just be a back test of the breakout. We'll see how she holds.
Yeah, we're up 33% on AMD here. This is
Nice.
where I'm going to take some partials.
Let's go.
Yeah, so let's close some of these for some good returns. I might even close the full position right here and call that a nice win. Got filled at the ask, so people are still chasing this to the downside. And we could look for a potential roll. We could actually go for a lotto here for the end of the week. We could go for something a bit wild. Even if I buy really far out the money.
Under
here.
148.
Yeah.
Get a real big push down. Oh, NQ dumping some more. There's your 15-minute range high yesterday. Straight through that pivot point.
Alright, we'll buy you could buy like some 145s and roll the position here for AMD. Nice buy so far. I took most of my profits off on the entry right here. We entered right here on the retest of the EMA. With the 1.56 entry. And we roll the position. We'll let that cook for a bit. Let's look at our indexes. Q weaker.
Hey, Josh.
AMD strongest again. This time makes sense. This isn't like Monday where IWM didn't make sense. This does make sense with TLT catching a bounce here. That IWM would try and catch a bounce here after some poor economic data. Market might be trying to price in some rate cuts as well. Yeah, what's up, Stock Blocks?
Question for you about the SMCI that you're talking about.
Uh-huh.
You said be careful with what you think that the auditor probably was something, obviously, which is why that statement was put out. In your opinion, what would make you change your mind and make it still a buy? Like, what could come out to make it less valid, I guess?
I mean, they're about to
If
put
you
out
liked it.
they're about to put out a financial report. So I'll read the report, make my assessment.
Okay. I just
Yeah.
figured for anyone listening, it might be interesting to hear your opinion on it. I don't have any stake in that, you know. I don't own anything.
If this has a substantial recovery in the stock price, I mean, look at this. Here's people move too fast on stuff. This could literally retrace 50% of this downside move, and I still have tons of upside, especially for options. I don't have to look at this for a month. I can wait a month, let it play out for a month, come back, and I probably have a brilliant setup that I can take. With still plenty of room to run because it's sold off so much. You can daydream about what if it bounces all the way back up, how much I'll make. But that type of mindset is usually how people lead to blowing themselves up when they start thinking about how much they could make off something rather than just playing probabilities. So,
Going on tilt.
yeah.
Cool.
There's
Thank
so,
you.
Yeah, there's so much room. Let me make sure I don't have an obligation I'm missing out on. I don't think we're supposed to be live on X. I think today I can give my full-fledged attention to the YouTube live stream. And I do have a DM. I am supposed to be live on X. Okay, never mind. We're doing X and YouTube once again.
Bitcoin's at close to all-time highs, so theoretically that should be producing a lot of transaction volume on that platform. Roku
Okay.
should do fine as well because you saw what happened to ads in Snapchat and Google yesterday.
Scaling the Apple calls here.
What if I put a headphone in for X? I think I'll put a headphone in.
For semiconductors, and you saw what happened to ASML a couple weeks ago. But then you also saw Lam Research.
Oh, my headphones are dead.
Strong numbers. So that's more of a oof.
Never mind.
Going to be more of a Lam Research, or is it going to be more of an ASML type earnings? So that's going to be interesting to watch. That's a name that has like a monopoly in the.
You're telling me you don't have a set of cat ear headphones waiting at all times? Like the little e-girl
and
you are?
like the little e-girl I am. This is...
I wouldn't say big, but somewhat of a read-through on how consumption models go. Business
I'm gonna get banned.
Software space.
That's her,
models via data. They have a monopoly in not monopoly. They have a actually it's very close to one. They have a really
What's this boring analysis?
competitive
And
advantage
market
in
open.
streaming data. The issue Confluent is
Austin, how long until Josh here removes my live stream
if streaming data
privileges? He's just gonna mute me every time he's live on YouTube.
Open source Kafka is like the go-to, but they're trying to convince all their clients and enterprises that you need this managed source to kind of maximize your value. And
I mean, market is just selling right here.
business spending isn't picking back up due to
Is Bitcoin selling too? Bitcoin's selling too. Ooh, ooh.
offset that. They've been
Ah,
kind of acquiring a lot of BI companies to lower
Wow,
the prices
big
to
dump.
make
Pivot point did not hold down there so far.
Yeah, you know what? I think some zero dates on SPY can pay.
List. Paycom's interesting as well because
Really?
is the most
Yeah,
You think that big of a dump today?
competition, so you really don't know.
we are selling off with relative volume just now picking up.
It looks like a value trap, but yeah, ooh, the market's AMD's down more than 10% now, and Google's even trading below 5%.
Yeah, but these AMD premiums are weird. I bought on the open, locked in 33%, and right now I'm flat after it continued to sell
No.
off.
That's gay.
These premiums are being real weird this morning.
Holy, that's a big dump on NQ.
Nvidia's dumping pretty.
All the way down to the frickin' 70s.
So you can guess what the implied.
Wow. The 15-minute range low at yesterday is 555. Oh, the volume's picking up still.
8.64%.
Hold on.
Damn. That was a random guess.
If we get this really deep red RSI in your 1 or 2 minute, and then we get a nice retracement, I'll short the fuck out of it.
This morning, even though SPY Qs are dumping here, old Rusty's getting a nice pop.
Yeah, and unlike Monday, it makes sense with bonds also recovering. The TLT is kind of bouncing right here.
You kind of got this wave going on. Like we waved up on the 25th, we sold it off Tuesday or Monday, and fucking rallied yesterday. We're waving back down. If we could hold right there here, we could wave all the way back up. We need to hold like right in here though, and the volume is picking up.
Yeah, this is gonna get ugly now. We just went past the golden.
That was a
range.
big candle.
Yeah, there's your 15-minute range low of yesterday, dude.
Highs from Tuesday,
Right here.
Yeah, yeah.
330. Right there.
I don't even have to move my candle, my marker from yesterday. At this rate, unless it ends up just
Kinda-
plummeting right through it.
We're kind of getting some lower RSI on the 1 and 2 minute. I like this. If we can get a retracement.
Just gave it back.
Yeah, just waiting for the SPY 580 to call at $1.47. This is a very
Retracement and then a big drop down.
how the chart
Yeah.
is on the 1 minute right now.
Big
We're, on the,
drop
f- we're,
down.
at, we're at 13 on the 2 minute RSI. We're at 25 on the 1 minute. This 1 minute needs to come a little bit lower.
And we're below yesterday.
Holy.
I'm only up 3. I rolled that Amazon. I bought those lottos I talked about. We're literally only up 5%, even though this thing melted another $1 to the downside.
Jeez.
These premiums are super weird. IV's not even getting sucked out.
Crushed.
Yeah, it's all going down.
Holy Nvidia.
I might take. Okay, now we're up. We're up another. We're up another few bucks. I think I locked some of this in
Pull back,
because this thing's being a little
Small reversal will suck all those premiums.
Yeah,
that are
real
left.
fast.
Real
Real
fast.
fast. We're gonna lock in some more profits here. We made some good money. We'll call that good, and we'll just keep an eye on it.
Queen candle.
Yeah.
Oh my god, and the Amazon candle too.
1 minute for the range to be set.
Yeah,
I'm really liking
everything
Wow,
is
dude.
dumping.
Dumping.
It almost stayed true to yesterday's 15-minute range.
Yeah.
Like, to a T.
We have the high, yeah, we have the low about to be set here on the 15-minute. Remove that.
AMD just hit.
That's probably gonna be your low.
Huge 15-minute range. Huge.
Huge.
100
42.
points.
This SMCI stuff, there's more to it than just this EOI resigning as their auditor. If you
That's
go back
ins-
to August, they delayed their 10K filing and then they got accused of accounting manipulation.
We thought the 40 point was yesterday was big.
Wait, what?
Basically, the thing that they're getting accused of, the company's like, yeah, we can't.
Why did that
Trust
alert
him.
go off without it
That's a
crossing?
bad look.
Alright, there's your range set. Your range is now set.
Dudes at the freaking
I'd like to see a retracement that we could come lower.
last night and pulled the ball.
Yeah,
If we just slice through it, we just slice through it. I don't really know how to fucking. I don't really want to chase that.
That was wild.
You want it to go back up towards like
Our size,
570, right?
I'm surprised they didn't get ejected.
Yeah, it'd be nice to get like a 50% retracement or just some sort of bear flag or something.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Instead of just
Your
straight
RSI's in the
fucking down.
12s.
There's no way they're not.
So here's your AMD bounce.
Yeah, they're probably trespassed, to be honest. Can't fly open someone's glove.
6 over 20.
Just for his wrist. That was the main thing I was looking at.
Yeah, 30 at the 1 minute.
Love it.
Have a level a little bit lower on QQQ, but we take a starter here.
I want to see that 580 reclaim on SPY. Nice dog, 55.
I have a live stream I've got to jump on here in about 15 minutes with Edge full,
Ooh.
and then I'll be back around. There we go. There's 20 points.
Let's go.
Come on, let's go back green on the day.
Good morning.
Contracts out at $1.69.
The Fin,
We're gonna go long RTY.
Bitcoin kind of bot's not working this morning, by the way. So we are also
Yeah,
live
I
on
just
YouTube right
booted
now,
up.
guys.
Example of when
Weird.
Bitcoin's defending this support zone.
anticipated before, and you know you sometimes got to stick to your
I
guns.
rebooted the bot, so it should
that
be
579,
tracking
83
now.
micro level, I was looking to take a bounce
I
off
don't
of
see
there.
what the hell's up with that thing.
It was really scary going into there. I'm not gonna lie. I got into this one small size. We were sitting at $1.82. But I stuck to it and I got into the trade and it's working out pretty well. But now, if it didn't work out, then I'd have to manage my loss accordingly, you know. But sometimes when that setup's there, this might be the only opportunity I have to trade all day, maybe even all week. Currently, I have 23.8%. Josh, what else are you looking at?
I am really simplifying things. I'm still keeping an eye on AMD, seeing if this wants to roll over here at this EMA test right here. If we get over 551, I'll let it breathe for now. The other trade that I was watching was if Google wants to have a continued extension to the upside. I want to see if we can get over that pre-market high. That's a setup I'm looking for. If the market continues to sell off, my setup for SPY shorts is pretty low at 577.71. That's what I want to get short. Otherwise, if market wants to improve here, I do like QQQ over the 502.81 is where my alert set. So I'm kind of just thinking we're in some wide ranges right now, and I'm just playing it slow. I do have lots of long calls on crypto related names though, and as long as Bitcoin can defend this like consolidation range between 71.5 and 78.
Hey, Josh, I'm sorry. I just sold a quarter of my SPY contracts at $1.87 for a 29.25% gain.
Nice job.
So, thank you.
Rusty's fine.
If Bitcoin can continue to defend this like consolidation range, I think it's going to explode much higher. So I'll be looking to average into these longs. Just be kind of patient. Might do it post election, but I really like these positions. Kind of unfazed by the day-to-day movements on some of these. My largest one is I have actually coined 400 calls for next June that I called out yesterday that I bought. They're down 14% right now.
Watch ticker TGT target. You see, look at Rusty, man. Holy shit. Rusty's on a tear.
Is this a ticker?
IWO. The Rusty. Rusty. The Russell.
Got it. The Rusty.
I call the Russell Rusty. That's my little nickname.
I had not heard it called Rusty. Interesting. Okay.
I had a good friend growing up that his name was Russell. We called him Rusty to mess with him all the time, so that's kind of where that came from.
The old Rusty spoon.
Yeah, I may have to jump on this IWM train today. Damn, Eli Lilly is down 14% right now.
Holy shit. They reported before the bell, right?
Yeah, it was a really big miss on their GP line. Revenue is like, I think it was like $800 or $900 million miss.
Ticker Tech. This one's really interesting here today. TECH.
There's the 600s again.
Wow, actually they're right. Look at LLY, Austin. Holy.
Ooh.
How long at RTY? I don't care.
Oh, that was not on my radar this morning. Looks like VKTX kind of sold off, but the catalysts are keeping it up.
Definitely still a good amount of gainers today.
About 45 points here on InQ, and I'm going to trim that.
Technology just selling off, but tech services, mixed bag. Finance is strong.
Tried to get some off at 210 and missed the fill there.
Looking at shorts here.
There's your 50% retracement.
Yeah, I took some SPY contracts off at $2.06. I'm leaving some runners now. I don't have any levels, so these are just going to be on autopilot. Stop set at entry. And to hit my 210. Should have waited a bit.
Well, if you couldn't get your phone updated in time.
It seems like it takes a while to do the downloading portion for it, and then I figured you'd have to update and restart. So I think I started like the download portion. I don't really know how it works, to be quite honest.
Yeah, it downloads and then it goes into like this preparing for like 5 or 10 minutes.
Maybe I stopped the download somehow. I'm not sure.
But you can leave it because it'll give you a second prompt and say, all right, another little small trim here at the figure 600. If we can get back to 650 on NQ. It'll ask you to install after you hit the update, so that gives you a second prompt and just like kill your phone.
They did throw those guys out of the stadium, by the way.
Surely they got trespassed, like Sniper was saying. That's what I think.
Huge ranges being set everywhere.
They could have injured his wrist. Like that could have been really bad.
Huge ranges being set everywhere.
Yeah, basically.
All right, YouTube. We're live on X and we're live on here. We have huge ranges being set here. It's so important to be patient.
Yes, sir.
You're not. I like this bear flag retracement setup. I don't want to get caught in a fucking high or low and then it rips out of it.
Right.
So I'm just waiting. I'm being patient as fuck. This is so trappy down here. So trappy
The
down here.
Qs are kind of rough for relative volume, but it's coming back. SPY is more active right now. It's being held up by the financial sector at the moment. So I'm setting some ranges here on JP Morgan. If we can get over, we have a good consolidation here on the 10-minute. So a break either way is a setup. It's not really something you can get into early.
Probably a decent trim spot if you're long in Q. This trade definitely made back the
$5 range. Gotta be patient. Gotta be.
I am gonna trim RTY as well.
For any time, this would be a nice spot to go short if you think we can come down.
IWM is just on fire this morning. It's just
It
up,
is.
up, and up, and away.
Especially on
Yep.
All right, let's look at some names here.
That's the best.
Let's see, is Unity taking off with it?
245 on
Unity kind of dead. What about something like Chewy?
Oh, we're gonna be stuck in this range for a minute, dude. It's a huge range. Ugh.
What about?
It's a fucking 127 point range.
I'm gonna trim RTY right here.
Spies nearly green on the day.
Austin, with that QOQ advance news, what's that?
Say again.
GDP QOQ advance?
There we go. That's what I was looking for. KRE.
Is it news? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, it was news at
Josh.
7:30.
Green on the day.
Oh,
Austin.
What?
Josh,
What?
what's the QOQ advance?
So it's gap.
GDP QOQ advance.
Oh, quarter over quarter. It quarter over quarter data for the GDP.
Frank, what's going on?
Is that like are you looking at an economic calendar or something? Yeah, QOQ means quarter over quarter. YOY means year over year.
Good. Just getting my bearings.
Yeah.
Started a little late this morning.
That makes sense. Thank you.
That was quite a
No
little
problem.
sell-off we had this morning at 8 o'clock. Yeah, did you check out the SMCI news? Okay.
Oh, I'm all messed up. I thought today was Thursday. It's Wednesday.
Their auditors basically dropped them. Said they can't work there anymore.
KRE is interesting here
That's not good.
with the market liquid banks right now.
Oh, they just halted upside.
I'm not really sure if I want to make a move here.
Good morning, Kim.
Good morning. Well, hello, Reddit.
Yeah, the thing's
Sure,
flying.
you guys already talked about it this morning, but yeah, I had a January $100 call on it. I just had one, but it's up like 350%.
You guys ever associate stocks with people?
Oh yeah.
puts go out last week.
Reddit's at 110 right now. Holy.
Noob is eating it.
Yeah,
Yeah, he is not happy.
I took like a like 80% returns by the IPO. Now this thing's at 110. I would be up almost 300%.
Jeez.
That's fine.
I remember when we played the Reddit IPO and it was up for like 2 weeks in a row. Caught some bangers.
Time to check GJT again. Let's check DJT if I can put words together. Let's see if our implied volatility's come down at all. Nope. It's gone up more. Up, up, up and away. SMCI got halted this morning.
That was the situation for GameStop like a month ago. I thought it was because it was moving. I think it was like 7% intermittent or something like that over and over again, and it kept getting halted.
Business call update? Is that not the earnings report? Oh, it's the day after the earnings report. There's a business call update. That's super weird.
If anyone knows the formula or the exact percentage that is required for that, please comment it under the space and tag me. I'd love to know. The internet's not really giving me what I want.
Damn, it's not gonna come back and test the level I need for MQ. Short it again at 650.
Alright, so Slampa, for individual stocks, it's usually a percentage move threshold, but it's not necessarily the same per stock. So, you know, certain stock could be 10% within a 5-minute period or something like that, right? Parameters can vary. Circuit breakers for S&P 500, 7% drop, trading halts for 15 minutes, 13% drop, trading halts for another 15 minutes, 20% drop, trading closes for the day.
Wow.
Yeah. And then you can also get halted for delisting, investigations, news, impending. Those would be all the other things.
That's a very good tweet.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you can take it, you can steal it.
I would like to imagine I'm not the only person interested in those statistics.
SMCI halted. Let's see. No, SMCI is unhalted, but maybe it was halted. Well, no, I take it back. Doesn't say halted on the screen. Oh, there we go. Okay, it's moving. I saw a couple people comment that SMCI was halted about 3 minutes ago, but maybe it unhalted since. It looks like it's moved back up a little bit here. From it was sitting at 32, it's back up to 37. Something else definitely popped back here as well. I would assume a couple of things from what I'm seeing. Hood's green, Celsius is green, Google's holding up all right. Sphere's
God,
pushing
this thing
green.
is straight up off the fucking low, dude. It's insane.
NNE.
Literally insane. No bull flags, no nothing. Just straight up, straight down.
V-shaped recovery, yeah.
Yeah,
The thing
there's
is
no
what's up,
entry.
everything else is kind of a mixed bag. Except for
only tiny little
Microsoft.
bull flag you had was at 8:48 this morning on the 1 minute, but it
Kim,
was
what
so
else you looking at?
sketchy after a dump like that. It's not even worth it.
I
Yeah.
got late, unfortunately. Being
Brutal.
here on the West Coast. But,
We're almost over the
Google, of
15-minute
course,
range high
that's my
though. See
second
if we get
biggest
it.
holding. I was a little nervous about it, and I almost covered it. You know, put on a short call because the options flow looked bearish. But the only reason I didn't is I just didn't have enough time yesterday, and so thank God.
These were in
because,
100-point fucking
That
range.
wouldn't have been great. So I don't know where I would have added short calls at, but they definitely would be underwater. So I'm glad that I ran out of time yesterday. But this might be a nice little place to do like a short call as we're going through next week on Google. I'm gonna look at that. Yeah, because you can get some good premium going out to December if you wanted to get through the next 6 weeks or so. And then that's all I've really looked at so far, Reddit and Google.
About to break it.
Hey, are we ready for the entry?
I saw Lily was
Come on, give it to us, Nasdaq. Give it.
on their earnings.
If it breaks it, are we entering?
Like all the names that reported earnings after close yesterday, or at least the big five, Chipotle,
It's kind of spooky.
Yeah, it's a scary entry.
None of them have reached their implied move. Every single one of them, the option sellers won. Holy crap, massive candle on spot.
Yeah, they keep buying us.
287 on these contracts.
Those Discord noises are awful. I hate them.
So we could go back near 700. I'm up 100 points on that long. I'm going to trim that out. I'm going to trim RTY out here, let my runners just kind of sit, and I'm going to start up my live stream, everyone. So I appreciate the space, Wolf. I'm going to probably come back here in a little bit when it finishes if we're still around.
Sounds good, man.
Yeah, the rejects off the high.
Big rejection there from the Qs. IWM still strong. Should consolidate a bit more.
Now, do we have? Is Microsoft tonight?
We have a couple tonight, so
It's getting pretty far dispersion from our EMA here, so
That's my
this should kind of roll over, reset the RSI, then present an entry.
the competition portfolio. So
Yeah,
I need a good little boost on that one
We
tonight.
got Meta.
Big Night, Microsoft, Meta, Robinhood,
VWAP and your 15-minute range right here.
Dash,
Yeah.
Carvana, Booking, eBay,
Didn't quite break.
GoDaddy, KLAC.
Didn't quite break.
You got that's probably just some Roku's tonight, Paycoms tonight, MGM's tonight. Geez, and you got a little bit of everything. Etsy's tonight. Here, let me switch my filter on here to the popular filter, which just got added, by the way, for those who want to check it out.
Bitcoin really nice
You can now search by
bounce
popular.
off this consolidation
Products here,
support right
Twilio,
here.
Lemonade, Coke,
Q
but
rolling
not
over.
Coca-Cola, 'cause there's apparently another
SPY staying strong.
COKE.
Here, I'm gonna move my phone a little bit. They're just like reading off the aftermarket earnings. It's not really helpful. Let's see here. MSTR really strong off the whole.
Is it their bottling or something?
I think it's
It's worth $10 billion.
Yeah.
$10 billion.
no options for that name, though. I believe. I think just equity.
Sprouts is apparently publicly traded.
Crowd strong.
Well, that's the one I've been talking about on Spaces. SFM, and I have it in my competition portfolio.
This JP Morgan trade might set up in a little bit.
Sprouts is kind of like
That's the one I've been
Bouncing,
looking at.
bouncing.
Yeah, well, yes, but I think better than Whole Foods. And
it's up 150%.
yes, that's on my competition portfolio. And Evan and I were talking about it on this, and we both have buys in for $90, but it's just gone straight up. We have good to cancels in.
It's pretty
Yeah,
good
we talked about
retracement.
that one because that's what I was saying, that since like this whole thing about the food supply and RFK talking about this, that's why I purchased it. I didn't purchase it in my long term.
Just set the alert there to look at the meta if it breaks the all-time
I
highs.
have a good to cancel in my long term, but
TLT rolling over, by the way.
Here we
IWM,
go.
IWM taking no breaths, taking no prisoners.
I've had to order from Sprouts before. I think it was pretty good.
That means Ion Q is probably really strong.
I feel like I have.
No, just kind of in a chop zone there.
The way I noticed
Coins coming back with a vengeance. Hut's coming back with a vengeance. BTBT. These are all firing back on all cylinders. Bitcoin looking good.
so then I was like, whoa, I didn't know they were public.
And I like your thesis of buying what the kids want.
MSTR. I wonder what these.
Well, you know, you're gonna end up spending money. Like Roblox.
They know the trends. Yeah.
It's actually, if you go through, it's crazy how many names you'll recognize.
Oh, there she goes.
And again, for anyone who wants to see
Okay.
it, I just
Whoa,
looked up earnings
little
by
pop
Roblox,
over.
Search by popular, you can search by market cap, and it's free. You'll see the entire page. All these
Trying to break out.
member
Just a scary entry, dude.
Remitly
So scary.
that I use. Small companies.
You pull up all the earnings on there, Wolf, because I can always see the icons, but you know the little icon sheet.
Oh,
What was your question? Was how do you put all of them?
you in?
Yeah.
I guess you just go to calendar.
I'm tempted though.
It's a little
I mean, you
Oh, gotcha.
Oh yeah,
I'm
QQQ
thinking it's
broke
giving
it.
entries right here.
have a lot on your screen. My screen's like, I just did that and my screen's like glitching.
It's defending the CMA pretty well.
Yeah, it's gonna take me like an hour and change to post all these earnings tweets that I'm gonna put out. If you guys are interested in like the implied moves, the previous reactions, the expected EPS, main revenue, I'm putting all of that for every relevant name on my page. Take a look. And
Break this range, give me a pullback. Breaking it. Just over VWAP. Slowing down though. Oh.
This candle's gonna close like right at it. Here's
What just happened? This break?
15-minute high's broken. It's just staying right on it.
I know.
VWAP. Magnet.
SMA's at 70s on there, or 67 on the 1 minute chart.
Patience,
For
patience,
RSI.
patience, patience. Thanks for the likes on the live streams, guys. We're just being very, very, very patient.
Nvidia over the highs. Not over the overnight highs, but it's over the.
I'm in KO puts. And I am looking for Apple to still hold its 232.
Scary part is this could just fall all the way back down.
It should stop me out the rest of my calls there. And I am currently also in calls on TGT target. And that is about it right now.
SPY calls just hit 108%.
Let's go.
Haven't done that in a little while.
That's right. So Kim, what's your thoughts on metals kind of across the board here?
Let's see. Silver's down today. Well, I think that okay, so there's just they're going to be volatile, I think. So specifically silver, and it really is going to depend not depend, but I think it will get movement in with the election, but I fully do expect, like I've said a few times, that silver's going to go to 50. So
Jeez.
I personally am not going to buy it right here because it's kind of in that middle nowhere, no man's land, so to speak. I think I said that yesterday. But if we get it laid down on it, I'll go long on it. So I'd probably look to enter it. And this is without looking at a chart right this moment, but I'd probably get in, look to go long around 32 or so. And I might even get in it before that, but yeah, we're still
She's
gonna
just
go up a
flagging
little
right
bit. You know,
underneath the
we've had big
fucking
runs, so you could
15-minute
get,
high.
10% pullback maybe. So did anyone up here trade during the last
Could be a bull flag, yeah.
election? Because
On the 5 minute.
if you did, there was a
Yeah, it's just a
ton of
V-shaped recovery.
volatilities. So
V-shaped
we're gonna see
recoveries
things,
are
I think,
very strong,
if
typically.
history repeats itself, we're going to see things, moving pretty wild that night, and then
Open
depending
night
on how
last year.
things go.
OMQ.
Josh, you trading around this election at all?
I mean, in what way? I mean, I think we're gonna just like, is there any like election trades, like Trump win trades, or like
Did you catch that move in DJT?
I did not. I guess that's unusual. I guess I should have. I had Discord members telling me, "Oh, it's gonna run up into the election," and I just didn't find it as appealing as before because the premiums were already pretty cooked. Even by like mid-October, they were already pretty cooked. So I just didn't. I think it's an easy short post-election. I am short straight up shares, although I have not, which I set up yesterday into the close. And I haven't bought any options, so you can't with the IV so high. If IV can get under 150, it'll be playable. But I did the math. Even if the thing drops 20 points, you're like flat on options. So don't buy puts right now. But I'm expecting it to sell off post-election, even if Trump wins. I do think the market is overestimating the probabilities of a Trump victory. I think all the quote-unquote Trump trades are a little inflated right now, and there could be a lot of volatility around those names, so I'm kind of avoiding them. So that's about it, though. I don't really think it's going to matter as much at this point.
I listen to Bloomberg when I wake up in the middle of the night, which I did last night. And basically, this election cycle, they were saying the markets typically move up in an election cycle before the election, and this is no different. So it might feel like we're moving up faster, or a lot of people are like, oh well, it's expected for Trump to get in. That's why the market's moving. But in reality, if you look at it over time, this is what happens during an election cycle.
Right, and
Market goes up.
what's interesting is if you look at positioning, there's not actually a lot of bulls out here. There's actually a ton of bears. So, and in my opinion, that means that we could get a continuation post-election, kind of regardless of who wins. That's kind of what I'm thinking right now. It just kind of feels weird so early into like the last half of the year to get a rally like this.
Watch this bear flag on Meta intraday.
Maybe this is the Santa rally.
I think we still get a Santa rally. Up, 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 and away. I think SPY still breaks 600 into the end of the year.
I agree.
Well, I just didn't expect us to get so close to that by now, like this early, rather.
I'm gonna be crazy and I'm gonna say it, but towards the end of the bull market, I think we'll see 650, 660. The average bull market lasts for 1,200 trading days, and we're on 560 around approximately. I think we got a lot of continuation in this bull market to go.
Yeah, let me put this out there too. If we start talking on longer time frames, Tesla by 2026, $500 a share. $500 a share on Tesla in 2026. Record it. Tag me. Josh, you said, because I'm putting my name on it. I've staked my account in it.
Come on, NQ, give us the move up. I already gave
I
us the
cannot wait for this election to be over and Elon to stop being weird. It'll be fantastic. I don't want him talking about politics. I want him talking about tech, the big freaking dork. So as soon as this is over and he gets back to work, I'll be really excited. At least just playing Diablo and building robots. That's all I want him doing.
Maybe a little bit of rocket ships in there too.
Oh, yeah. Some rocket. Well, we get SpaceX next year, don't we?
I believe that is supposed to happen.
Yeah. I'll be really excited about that. I'll buy SpaceX.
Wait, at Peon?
Yeah.
Alright, NQ, is this your push?
What's the entry on it?
It wants
your
to
brain?
go. We're touching the 15-minute range high again. We just gotta get over this fucking VWAP and this 15-minute range high, and then we can moon up at least 10, 15 points.
I thought I heard about
Probably
it on
to
a
the
podcast.
90s.
Yeah, I haven't looked into it though.
There she goes.
Come on, give me the squeeze. Get over those fucking wicks, and we're over
You in?
VWAP. We're over the 15-minute range. There we go. Yeah, I posted the chart in futures. We're tapping the resistance. We're through it.
Which earnings are you paying the most attention to?
She's going. We're taking 100 no matter
For
what.
me, it was Google initially.
I got
really
filled.
Too concerned with
Too choppy.
AMD,
Too fucking
but
choppy.
For the rest of the week, for me, I
I'm
really
out.
am interested in
Too
Microsoft.
fucking choppy.
Um,
Should
so looking on the larger
get the
timeframe,
move. I just had
daily
to
and
risk
weeklies,
off there. Kind of had a
lot of,
rough entry.
Just a lot of these charts. There's a lot of bullish setups on the larger time frames. On the
Yeah, look at that
It's
fucking
a good
chart.
spot for a re-entry though.
So,
We're holding the 15-minute range. We're on the VWAP. We just broke those wicks up. We're probably gonna get the move. I just needed to risk off a little bit there. But yeah, look at that, dude. Wick all the way back down and then all the way back up. Everyone just got stopped out right there.
And I think Meta is going to be a really, really big mover. I just don't trade Meta.
Is this a bad entry though?
I mean, you're over the range and you're over the VWAP. It's not the worst. It's just wicking around everywhere. And you want, when you get that break like that, you want like another 2 or 3 candles just following right through it. And it's not doing it. It's just fucking chopping around. So you could still get the move. I'm gonna go insane watching it fucking chop around. I want like a nice 3 candle momentum after the breakout, you know?
Right.
Which it still might give it. It's just fucking dicking around this whole time right here. There it goes. Up to the 80s. Now push to the 90s. 10 points up.
So that'll be the next big watch for me at the end of the week.
It's just slow. It's slowed down a
Slowed down
ton
so
here.
much.
Slowed
So
down
much,
a
dude. That's
ton here.
That's why I had to risk off and just set it at $50 profit. Whatever happens, happens.
My supply zone on SPY is up there around 582.90. I believe it almost hit it to the penny. And we're getting a decent 5-minute candle rejection so far.
I'm gonna set alert for PayPal over yesterday's highs. Crowd is starting to pick up over yesterday's highs. Looks like it wants to go for that pre-market high. We had good defense here. We have relative volume up. We got the RSI cross. We're still kind of in a range. Setup isn't as good as it was yesterday. This was really good. For those watching the stream, like yesterday's crouch play was so
What do you guys
easy
think of the Dell trade today? Shy, are you more
with the
bullish on
RSI
Dell
setup
side
right
of
here.
things
Then you just catch the rally. That was really simple, really
Dell's
easy,
such a
really repeatable.
massive company that their
Today's not
server
as
instances,
good.
I really don't think will move the needle that much for like their
So you
fundamentals,
kind of
especially
need it over
with
here.
SMCI.
You need it over this
I think
high, and
it's
then you
more
can
of a
take it.
sentiment bid it's experiencing that if it continues, it would be the sell and use event because
If we can get over this, you can set up some 325s, but we gotta wait. We gotta just be patient. People don't like being patient, but patience pays, man. Patience pays so much. Just gotta wait a little bit more before we set up some options.
TMDX deep dive right now, but let me see what the markets do. Yeah, so I was not surprised by this. MongoDB and Snowflake are catching a bid today.
All right, we're getting a follow through now. We had a consolidation. Microsoft kind of leading the way right here.
A rare feat for that name.
Microsoft looks really good right here. We've got a EMA convergence on the 15-minute.
So that looks like that might be a near-term resistance until they report their earnings.
Get over this. We get a nice extension.
This week's
Set an alert there.
see some visibility on
Apple
what
looks
NVIDIA
decent.
demand will be, which I anticipate is going to be sold out on their Blackwell chip.
Okay, Tesla's looking a little interesting right here too. No, there's just no relative volume here. Probably needs to get over yesterday's high.
Printing.
Probably needs over the 265, and then you can set up some 270s again.
Alright, I like IWM puts here.
Alright.
It's not the ideal thing for me to take right now, but it's super freaking strong.
My average short is 90.
Energy kind of taking a breath.
I'm looking at just cover.
We'll take a look at CCJ. Sold off defending. It's just in consolidation here. Still looks fine for long term. CCJ still looks fine for long term. It's just in consolidation. Let's take a look at biotech names. We haven't looked at these in a while. We'll go to the 15-minute charts. CRISPR's kind of interesting. Let's go to 1 hours.
So, in my competition portfolio, Wolf, I have 3.
We know we need to be
earnings tonight,
more,
and
a
I
little
only
more time
hold
on
6
VKTX.
positions. So it's gonna make me or break me.
I'm at just bouncing.
Real concentration, so Sprouts.
No setup on Twist.
Yeah, Sprouts, Microsoft, and HUD.
Jesus kind of dead in the water. mRNA is kind of dead in the water.
Oh, okay.
Biogen, nothing. Amgen,
So I have 3
nothing.
earnings
Amgen
tonight.
almost looks like a short. If you break this low on Amgen, that wasn't even on earnings. What was the news?
Anybody else got a bunch of positions reporting tonight?
Beam,
There's just a lot of stuff.
kind of
that's
to the
gonna be
RX,
coming out
RX.
pretty
We're waiting for a buyout here, by the way. I'm a shareholder here. We're waiting for the buyout. Look at all the chop.
Oh, we're getting a 5-minute
Casey, what are you looking for on that
cross
short?
to the
This
upside.
is a great buyout candidate on this little penny stock right here.
The reason why I took puts,
Is that an entry, Austin?
5-minute chart has an evening start.
Yeah, we're over the range. We're over
Oh,
the
I
high.
bouncing out of the hole.
We're crossing to the
almost
upside.
entered earlier.
So IWM has been relatively strong. So the fact that I can see this bearish candlestick setup at the top here, risk to reward, I like it for the short at least.
I'm late
Test
now.
The EMAs since it did have a good run. So far it is pulling back. I'm going to target 223.5 area to take my first scale on these puts.
There's the nice push. Look at that EMA crossing on the 5-minute.
Stop that in the balance.
Boom. Nice. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Good. Good, good, good. There we go.
All right.
There we go.
All right, Jocko Willink. Did you put some
Fuck.
futures right there? Have a good time?
Yeah, I literally walked away from my computer, came back, saw that the same setup was there that I was waiting on. Fuck. like it's moving fast today, dude. Like holy, but look at that.
Oh,
look
I'm
at the
printing
chart I
money on
posted.
something.
You'll hear all about my 8-0 fantasy team.
Okay. I am
Now,
printing money somewhere.
yes, sir.
Microsoft doesn't.
ESPN, PPR.
Is this
Became
thing
7-1 in the
Thanks,
space.
Gabby. You need it over
Okay, I was
this.
gonna say.
I need it not to just tap this and roll over. It needs to get
I
over.
didn't beat Kevin last week, so.
I needed you to do that. I'm so happy you did that. That was a crazy matchup too.
Yeah.
Why are these premiums so high? Is there an earnings report?
So Miles, look at the futures chat. Look
Yeah.
at those two
Yeah,
charts.
checker.
So I was talking about I wanted that push to the
Recap.
90s.
Yeah.
So once we
Yeah, it is
got
Microsoft. Okay.
that once we got over those wicks high above the 15-minute range and above the VWAP,
Microsoft
should
Meta,
get the momentum
Coinbase.
to the
Oh,
upside.
Coinbase is today. That's right.
You should. Now we got it 3 candles ago and it sold it all the way back off, and then held it and
Right.
pushed back up.
Okay, so
you
this
know,
is
so
This is usually when we end the live stream.
I'm waiting on this to retrace, and I'm gonna enter and hope it goes back up. If it retraces back down to that candle it just made the push on.
I'm about to end the live stream, just so you guys know the Discord is free to join. But before we end that, let's take before we end the live stream, let's look at this real quick.
There's some crap stocks in this market.
On a bit.
I want to see this on the daily real quick.
it's just being so freaking choppy, man. It's really pissing me off. You got the cross to the upside on the 5-minute. You've held the VWAP. You've held the 15-minute range high. I mean,
I'm holding it, man.
I don't see why we shouldn't get the move up, but it's just being so annoying.
Yeah, Microsoft looks like it wants to do like a rally into the end of the day, honestly. And then premiums will probably cook higher into the end of the day here, so it's really tempting. Although that looks like a toppy candle right there. I think I'm still gonna go in on just for an intraday move here.
What stock was that?
I might.
That might have been the entry.
Being so fucking weird. But like, look at the reason why we're not getting it, Miles. Look at your 1 hour. You're underneath the 21 EMA, and you're underneath the 9 EMA, and you're
So I think
underneath.
you're over his VWAP.
Yeah. So your longer time frames, you're still underneath all that resistance. Your shorter time frames, you're over it. This is why we're getting these little like fucking fake out movements like this. So if we can
Right.
clear it on the 1 hour and the 4 hour and get back over, then we can have the clear skies big push. Which we're over it on the we're almost over it on the 4 hour, almost. We're almost
On the-
over it on the 1 hour. So this thing is almost about to flip really bullish. I just don't want to get wrecked waiting for that to happen.
Right, and I wanted to enter at that retracement down there, but at the same time, watch this. Here it goes, back down.
Yeah, I mean, look at the move this morning, right? That was from 543 back up to 66, over 100 points, and it was straight up.
Right.
It's
And
like
so
that's
it's scary here.
Yeah, well, and those are the type of movements. Like 10 points is cool here and there, but imagine entering at a candle and it goes up 30 points in 2 minutes. Like those, that's what I want to look for, you know, because then you're not going to get stopped out, you're not going to get chopped around. Some people like playing the chop and they like playing the range like that. I fucking hate it.
It's just, I mean, you start to get nervous. There's no way to have calm nerves when you're chopping up and down, unless you don't care about your money.
Trying to break.
I'm expecting Coin to have some great earnings, especially with the way that relative volume has been. Wait, let's check this again.
I just want it to retrace back down, and I'll feel better about getting in. I don't want to just do this and sit here and stress for 5 minutes for 5
Yeah,
points.
Look at your
Mine's
1 hour.
been good on crypto, and I know
You
meme
need
coins have
over
been taken off.
2,700.
Oh wow.
Noob is trying to manage this Reddit position that he's stuck in. You see these alerts right here? I'm trying to manage that. I told him going short was stupid.
Chicken bitch printed. Holy.
Let's check it out. Our future
Oh my
traders,
God.
future traders, killing it. Look at that. Ooh, Mr. Miles there. One of our new futures traders. Been trading with Austin this morning. Doing good. Everyone's made money this morning.
I
Everyone's
took
made
that retrace
money.
down to the 15-minute range, Austin, and made a little
I'm
buck off
looking
of it.
to, before we end
Good
this live
job. Let's
stream,
go.
I'm thinking about buying some calls on coin just into earnings. I don't think I swing. I have some longer dated calls that I'm gonna be swinging anyways. But I might try to catch like a move into the close here. So pretty much like end of week. I think I'm gonna buy some like 240s here.
I mean, we're bull flagging on the 5-minute, are we not?
I was looking at these Dell calls.
Yeah, no, I wanted over 2,700.
Last candle.
20,700.
Price has to be right though.
Before you get in.
Yep.
All right, I set up those contracts.
Are we entering at 27?
We'll see if I get filled.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we'll see what the movement looks like, but yeah.
We got a
Right.
fill there. Fucking 245s actually. So just looking to catch a run up into the earnings. It's gonna be quick.
What are we
I'm gonna be
looking
quicker
for
to take
on
profits,
the movement, Austin?
and that's what we're looking for.
Hold on.
Because it looks like it's a runner.
We're up nicely
my
on the
bad.
day. Everyone's been making money. Check out the link in the bio if you want to join the Discord. It's free to join. Say hi to everyone. Thanks for watching the live stream. Thanks for liking the live stream. And we will see you guys tomorrow morning.
They're consolidating.